Help! Help! I'm drowning! I'm drowning! Yeah, sorry. I don't have a towel. I just ate. You know, it's not in the budget. Good morning, this is Toad Vlogs in the morning show, and an unbelievable story, but apparently true. Police and fire department watched as a man in California drowned, and he was about 75 feet off the shore. He was in too shallow a water for the Coast Guard to get in close enough. And the police and the fire department apparently don't have the training and or equipment to rescue somebody in cold water. So they just watched as he drowned. And apparently that's their policy. And one of the officers in the video that's included in the crotch box below, you will see the officer says that if he was off duty, he would have done something, but on duty, he's not allowed. This is a very interesting story because a similar thing happened up in northern Canada where a fire devastated the city of Slave Lake. And while they were trying to put out the fire with helicopters, one of the helicopters crashed in one of the lakes up there, and fire department and rescue workers went into frigid water without training, these people without training, to get the pilot. The pilot had already died in impact, but they went in the water anyways to get the pilot, right? And when the trained crew came in, they went in to search for a possible passenger. They didn't even know if there was a passenger. There wasn't one. But the trained crew went in there for the long period of time. But the fire department and the rescue workers who got there had to be treated for hypothermia. Now, the guy was already dead, but they went in the water anyway, even though they didn't have the training, even though they didn't have the equipment. I would like to think that the police and fire department would take that risk. I would take that risk. I've been in cold water before for other reasons, but I mean, I don't know how much training you need to pull somebody out of the water. I mean, yeah, okay, if you're going to be in there for a long period of time, yes, you need proper training. But to pull somebody out of the water, yeah, you might need to go and get treated for hypothermia and stuff like that, but get the guy out of the water. Now, this guy apparently was suicidal and he was staying out in the water until the cold overtook him and drowned him. So they had a lot of time. And I can understand, okay, yeah, he is a threat to himself and others at this point. But at the point where he stops being a threat to others, get in that water and save that man. In fact, they sent a civilian, a woman, into the water to retrieve his body because they didn't want to get their pants wet or were afraid they were going to get hypothermia or something. They sent a woman in to the water. And I mean, a woman is just because that's who she was. I mean, if it was a man, a civilian man, into the water, it would be the same. That's your job. You're sending somebody who is not even trained to do your level of work to do your work for you. You know, and the area in California, you know, they should all have that training. I mean, the fact that they cut the budget down there to take training out for rescue in beach patrol is insane. It's absolutely insane. The government down in the States has gone crazy with this. You know, basically they're putting lives in danger by cutting these budgets. But the police and the fire department still, I don't care if it's against policy. I don't care, you know, if you have to, take off your badge and just do what's right. What do you think?